Madden 20 reminds me of buying a brand new phone. 6 months later, your phone is nowhere near worth what it was worth when you bought it.
Unless you get an Apple phone. E3 is upon you.
E3 is happening.
It happened.
It's happened. Had just happened.
We just got finished watching Nintendo.
Let's get into it. There's no time to waste. Let's just
go.
All right. So E3 started last Saturday, and it started with EA, and EA basically had nothing really to show. They not really nothing.
Can we say this before we start?
Go ahead.
What is your quick overall of E3? Because going into E3, we were kind of down because Sony wasn't there.
Yeah.
But the whole E3, what do you think the tone, the mood? What would you rank it?
Out of like the previous years of E3?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
This is probably the lowest. I was really down on E3. I was down on it before, but this E3 just solidified to me that E3 is dead.
Yeah.
And that's tough to say.
I would say that it's not dead yet, but it's hobbling along. I would say this. Mm-hmm. It was more than what I expected because Sony was not there. And I think it was because some of the studios, which we'll jump into, but I would say that it's not dead, but it's limping along. I don't know how long E3 is going to last, but let's jump into it. EA.
Okay. So let's kind of rewind a little bit back. This is the first year that Sony was like, they're not going to do E3.
Yeah.
And it was a major deal. Like, oh my God, what's going to happen? Sony's not doing E3. Who do they think they are? But in all seriousness, Sony did what they did their E3 in a tweet.
Yeah, but we'll get into that. Because
and I think the way that they're approaching it is the way that everybody's going to move. I don't think we're going to have this season of E3 any longer, except for maybe game studios. Not so much, like Nintendo, Microsoft, or anything. I think
the big boys.
I think that time is dead, and I don't know. It felt very empty. But you know what? Let's just get into it. EA. So EA starts off their conference with Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. And the gameplay I thought looked solid. It wasn't anything extra impressive. It wasn't anything like making me not want to play it. But it was solid, even kill.
We're Star Wars fans.
Yeah.
So we know the universe. We know all the storylines and stuff like that. So let me preference that because maybe it's some people out there they just don't understand Star Wars.
The gameplay reminded me a lot of The Force Awakens 2. Now I know it wasn't the most popular game. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed both the first one and the second one. And I don't know. It looked a lot like that. I hope that they add.
Were you excited?
Meh.
Yeah,
I was all right.
Is it a day one?
No. Like for me, for that game, I'll probably wait until it goes on sale.
Yeah, me too.
Like the first sale, it'd be that kind of game for me.
Yeah, I mean it was. I don't know. It was so weird because we're huge Star Wars fans. I was looking forward to another Star Wars game, but when it came up, I was like, oh, okay. I looked at the gameplay. Gameplay looks awesome. Just what I expected, but it wasn't amazing.
Yeah. It was nothing that caused me to really want to go out and buy the game.
Yeah.
You know?
So, yeah, that's, I mean, for me, it's always day one.
Yeah.
Sometime around opening and sale. And this is when it goes on sale for me.
Yeah. I got that. So after the Star Wars game, Jedi Fallen Order, then we saw Apex Legends debut, and they had more stuff about their next season that's coming, and that was kind of lackluster to me.
Has Apex fallen off?
No, not by
strong?
a long shot. Not by a long shot. I think Apex has the battle royale thing done right. I think. I say that, but I don't know if I haven't played Battlefield's Battle Royale yet.
I haven't heard any noise about it, so I would say that it's not touching it. It's probably between Apex and Fortnite.
I think Apex takes the edge to me just because, like, they don't have the building aspect, even although they have like areas that you can kind of fortify. I like it a lot better. Because it feels it first and foremost feels like a first person shooter.
I still haven't played Apex. I guess because
we got to play it, man.
Yeah, I don't like to play with randos.
Yeah. So, I got a couple of friends from school that play on it or that play the game pretty regularly. So one of these days we'll just hop on with them and we'll get it popping. But
so it wasn't exciting.
No, not at all.
So what else did EA talk about?
With Apex, they did announce that they were going to do a first time double XP weekend. They talked about new outfits that were coming. There's a lot of cosmetic kind of stuff. That just, I mean, if it wasn't, or they did introduce another character and kind of like another sort of storyline, so to speak. So I don't know. It was okay. It was okay. It wasn't really solid to me. It was just okay. Then they showed off FIFA 20, and I'm not a huge FIFA fan.
Yeah, I saw this. So FIFA 20 is coming. I'm not a huge soccer fan, but FIFA is fun for some reason. I don't know why, but they're introducing like a street mode kinda called Volta.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's new to.
Now I'm sure that's going to be popular because street football is widely popular everywhere, except the U.S.
Yeah.
It's a crazy game. I know that's kind of like 3-on-3 kind of aspect, but like taken to the extreme. And
FIFA is a cash cow.
Oh yeah.
So just adding this is, still lackluster.
However, I kind of tend to couple FIFA along with the likes of Madden, which we'll get into in a little bit. Do you really need to make another game while everybody's putting out, DLC updates and stuff like that? Do you really have to have a separate game every single year if you're just doing, incremental updates?
Man, we can do a whole show on that. I've been saying this, and I know a lot of people have been saying this for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, they should come out every other year.
Yeah.
And just give us an update for the rosters. Because basically, that's the only thing that most people pay for.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
Like you said, when we get into it for Madden, the only reason I would get Madden 20 is for the roster update.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which they say they're going to be doing real time, basically.
Yeah.
Or day.
Up
I don't know
the next draft.
Yeah.
So far, EA is.
You got.
Look, and I'm sorry, you guys, for the. Because I feel it too, like a little low energy right now.
No, it ain't low. It's just.
But EA it was boring.
It was boring. And they changed how they didn't really have a big show. It was very interactive, like they were out there on the show floor.
So, what you saying it perfect to say this is how boring it was. I thought that I missed the show.
Yes, yeah.
And so I was trying to catch up on it, and then I saw them outside talking, and I saw that part, and I was like, was this it? And like you told me, you was like, yeah, that was the conference. I was like, man, I saw this. Like, it was. I guess we expect too much from EA.
Yeah.
EA is gonna make their money regardless, just off the sports games.
Don't be a sheep.
What else did they have?
They announced, or they did the reveal trailer for the new Sims 4, which I know people have been waiting years to play another Sims game.
Well, Sims 4 been out, so this is like an add-on. Yeah, Sims 4 has been out, so the Island Living is just an update. So it's really not a new Sims game.
You sure about that?
Nah. Look at the date.
It's a brand new Sims game, bro. It's a brand new.
Check the date.
It's brand new. It's coming out on June 21st. 21st. Yeah.
Yeah, the Sims Island.
My bad, people. Players mess up. I got my information wrong.
No, I'm just saying like how
I got it wrong, Xander.
How bad it was. Like,
yeah.
This is not newsworthy.
Honestly, I skipped it.
Yeah.
I skipped it. I went and made 2 sandwiches and came back.
I never played a Sims game, so I know some people out there that probably love it. But
not me. Not Ice in the mat.
What? Please, what else? Hopefully I forgot something that was exciting.
Battlefield 5 is getting more maps.
I still haven't played Battlefield 5.
Their next chapter.
Do you have Battlefield 5?
I do have Battlefield 5.
Is it fun?
I don't know. I played like the first mission and then.
Did you play any online?
It. No, I haven't played any online. I mean, it looks.
And we were Battlefield fans. I'm talking about.
It looks really good. Like, I'm playing on just a regular old PlayStation 4, so not the Pro, but it's 60 frames per second kind of gameplay, and it looks really good. It's just from the little bit that I played, you jump from story to story to story. And I think real Battlefield fans we like the modern Battlefield playing. Like when they brought the destructive environments into Battlefield, what was it, Battlefield 3 or 4?
4.
When they brought that.
Well, I think it was in 3, but it carried over to 4.
Yeah, okay. When that happened, everybody was playing it.
Yeah.
And I remember playing that game so much.
Yeah.
Now we got the same thing. I
haven't played a Battlefield in forever.
Yeah.
And every time it goes on sale, I'm like, should I jump into it? Then no.
So basically, this new Battlefield DLC or expansion. I don't know if you call it an expansion. I don't know.
No, on EA is probably not.
No, on EA is probably not. But it's set to debut on June 27th.
EA.
Madden 20. Shout out to all the Chiefs fans out there.
You will be losing.
Hey,
let me tell you.
I'm gonna pour something out for y'all season this next year.
I don't believe in a lot of curses. I don't believe in curses.
Yeah.
But let me tell you. Antonio Brown.
Let him know, son.
I'm a huge Steelers fan. This is a Cowboy fan. So Antonio Brown was on the cover last year. And he turned into the biggest diva of all time.
And he messed up the team.
He messed our season.
I didn't even realize that.
He really
gosh.
denied us from going into the playoffs.
He really did.
We won that game, but the drama throughout the whole year.
Yeah.
On top of Le'Veon Bell.
It messed up the team chemistry, and now that he's gone, I feel like y'all can get back to Steeler football.
So Patrick Mahomes is on the cover.
Oh my gosh!
And let me preference this: I love playing Madden.
Hey, I enjoy Pat Mahomes. I picked Pat Mahomes to beast when he came out. Like before he even got out of college, it was in the middle of his year at Texas Tech. I was telling everybody Pat Mahomes is gonna beast when he gets to the NFL.
And he is a beast. And to Madden 20, I saw gameplay, and I'm usually hyped for Madden because I love playing it. I love playing sports games. But I just don't see, and it makes me upset. They got this new thing called Superstar X Factor, where it's different abilities and different attributes placed on different players. Like, they showed Alvin Kamara, he has the satellite X Factor where he makes catches when he's close to other, like, just they're trying to make it like a role playing game with Madden, and I understand that they're trying to evolve just playing Madden, but I just see more loot boxes.
Yeah,
because Madden Ultimate Team is nothing but a cash grab.
Cash cow.
Like, I tried playing it without spending one dime. It's hard. Like, you don't play against other players. Don't do that because you're gonna get steamrolled. Yeah. And you basically have to grind all day for it. So I don't know if I think Madden 20 is one of those when it's on sale.
You know, and you know what? Here's the thing about Madden. The two biggest things about Madden 20 is the new franchise mode, face of the franchise, where I think they said you'll be able to play in like the college football playoff as a quarterback coming from whatever university you choose.
You play 2 games. Probably.
Yeah, two games. Speaking of which, we haven't had a college game since 2009.
Those were the games.
If that. So we got that, and then let's not forget, there was so much time spent talking about the players' ranking.
Yeah,
and how the Madden system ranking was state of the art. Like, I don't care.
No.
I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah. EA, is there something else? Please, is there something else?
Somebody, you remember, what was it, like last year or the year before? Well, we were about like 2 years away from Madden's licensing being up on
the NFL,
on their monopoly on the NFL. And then they renewed for 5 or 7 more years or something like that.
Basically.
And I was livid. I was livid that they did that, because when they did not have the sole licensing for NFL players' names and likenesses, there were so many great football games, and the market was saturated with
2K.
great. Yes, 2K, Game Day, NFL Fever. These football games that were just amazing, and nobody, Madden had its own player base, but it pushed the envelope of things to do. Now we just get crap as intermediate updates as a full game, mind you.
And guess what? With the YouTube community and the competitive side, they will make the same amount of money. They are an unstoppable force.
Yep.
So, Madden 20.
You know what Madden 20 reminds me of? Madden 20 reminds me of buying a brand new phone. 6 months later, your phone is nowhere near worth what it was worth when you bought it.
Unless you get an Apple phone.
I quit.
Unless you get an Apple. But yeah, okay. What else does EA have?
That's about it. That was it. That was it.
So,
that was it for EA.
We're gonna rank these EA, whatever you call it. Well, EA's conference, E3 conference, from 1 to 10. What do you give it?
I give EA a 3.
Why a 3?
A 3 because, just because of Star Wars, it looks like a game that I would play. I mean, not right off the bat, and I mean, I have to give them something. I'm sure fans of FIFA were really excited. I'm sure some fans. There's a lot of fans excited about The Sims, and a lot of fans excited about Madden and even Battlefield 5. But I mean, it's basically lackluster. So I basically gave them 1 point and then 2 out of courtesy for being nice, because I'm a nice guy.
Yeah, I probably would go along with you. I probably would give it a 2. For the simple fact that the only thing that gave them points for me was Star Wars. I wish they would have talked a little more about EA Game Pass, whatever they call it, for PlayStation coming out in July, just to see if they would give us any more updates, and whether they're gonna add new features since it's coming out on the PS4.
Yeah,
but
I completely forgot about EA Game Pass.
So I'll give it a 2.
EA Access.
But to close out this segment of EA, what are the games that's on EA Game Pass right now? Because I think that's the only thing that's.
I think it's EA Access.
EA Access, okay.
So of course they got NHL, they have Madden, they have FIFA, NBA Live, Unravel, Burnout, UFC,
Sims,
Battlefront, Sims, 4. Mass Effect, Titanfall, Battlefield. I mean, it's some games that I would actually play. Yeah.
So I mean,
that's Dragon Age, Inquisition.
Yeah, and older games.
Yeah.
So
Dead Space.
I would Battlefield 3.
I mean, I already got that.
Yeah, it's a 2 for me. It wasn't. They didn't say anything about EA Game Pass coming to PS4, which would be available in July. But hey, that's EA.
It is EA. So the DLC guys gives it. I think if we average that together, we get a 2.5. EA, you get a 2.5 out of 10
from the DLC guys.
Straight garbage. We should get that to play.